Hello, everybody. Welcome to our creator chat this week. We will get started in a few minutes as more people come on in. Welcome, Maria.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
I sure can. Welcome, Maria.
Okay, good. I was like, not today. Yes. Hello. Hope you're having a great day, everyone.
Yeah, great day so far over here. I'll give another minute or two for people to roll on in here. All right, guys, let's go and start with our updates for the week and get into it. First big update, if you guys have not noticed, Stargaze Alpha is live for trading your meme coins right now that you may have been involved with Tampit. Also, Atom August is here. All featured collections will be minting an Atom for this month, as well as our featured auction spot. Maria, who is on today, is our first artist of the month. If you were eligible for the Lava airdrop and you claimed your tokens, they are now in your eligible wallets. Have a look on their Twitter to make the chain visible. There's also going to be a creator event in Vancouver that Stargaze is a part of. Check our Twitter for more details. I believe that is today, actually. In governance, there is a discussion on Commonwealth for mint revenue distribution with other tokens and stars. With that, let's welcome our featured artist for the week, our one and only woman from Cosmos, Maria. Welcome.
Yes, the one and only. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, actually, being here again. If you don't know, guys, I started with this, and now I'm saying every year, creating a special piece for my birthday. I started last year, and this year I did it again. My birthday was actually last month, but I wanted to make it special, and I think it's gonna be because, being part of this Atom August event is pretty cool. From my side, I cannot wait to know which are the new artists selected, to be honest. If you have any question, if you want me to explain a bit about the piece, well, here I am.
Yeah, so tell us about this piece. You made this for your birthday, and you did an open edition similar to that last year as well, right?
Yes, exactly. So last year I wanted to create something special to celebrate, another year of life. I'm always trying to do special events for every occasion possible, and always keeping, Women from Cosmos community in my mind. And this piece is following like the same thing, I will say, in the sense like the first piece last year and this one, and also even I will say the first open edition, because this will be our third open edition on Stargaze. They are all following the same energy, like spreading, talking about resilience, hope, empowerment, and peace. I know maybe I'm gonna get too intense here, but I'm a Cancer. This piece is actually celebrating Cancer season. It is ended now, though, but you could see in the illustration, I know that maybe some of you will see just a beautiful lady. If you don't, very bad. If you do, thank you. But just wanted to let you know that if you know me, every single details that I add into my pieces, they have a meaning behind, right? So obviously, as I said, Cancer season, you could see the constellation in the sky on the piece. It is called Moonchild because Cancer horoscope. Please forgive me, okay? I'm not super into this, but for what I know, and actually for what I can relate, being a Cancer as well, we're like really, obviously, intense, emotional, just a roller coaster of emotion going and fluctuating, like the sea with the moon, called Moonchild. Also, I wanted to reflect, like, as I said, following the same vibes, spreading the same energy with my piece of, you could see her in the white pieces of clothing, like she had some scars, some wounds behind that. I'm not going to talk about we've been through a super long bear market. No, I'm talking about ourselves as human being, because obviously everyone is carrying their own bag. I wanted to represent that. And also with the flower growing, like, sharing this idea of new beginnings, healing, hope. And as I said, I know I'm getting maybe too much intense, but I don't know, I just wanted to, let you know what is actually all the ideas that I put into the piece. I would love if you can, check her and realize about all of that. I'm always creating, with the idea for you all to embrace yourself and also spreading positive energies and love in general, because there is too much drama in the space, right? So yeah, that will be it about the piece.
Yeah, it's a really beautiful piece. How did you come up with the name Moonchild? Have you been into astronomy prior to Cosmos or astrology? Any relation to the stars prior to being involved with Stargaze?
Well, actually, I always love the stars, the universe, everything, and I wanted to call it Moonchild. I have a tattoo on my hand as well, because as I said, I think represent perfectly Cancer people, or at least myself. I've always been really influenced by the moon. I cannot explain it, to be honest, but every time it is a full moon, I'm like, yes, I knew it, you girl, you're bothering me, So I think it's beautiful as well, because as human beings, the majority of us is water, and obviously we get influence as well. So yeah, I wanted to name it like that. And also, obviously, with the full moon in her back, representing that as well.
Have you ever been to any full moon events or parties of the sorts?
Not actually. I didn't even know that there are some kind of events, which shame on me, to be honest. But I don't know. I just always love to watch it every time that I can. I think it's so beautiful. I don't know, give me so much peace, to be honest. And as I said, maybe I'm a really intense person, which is not maybe I am. But yeah, I think we have that beautiful, planet there. And I think it's beautiful to have it. And also, to be honest, I'm getting even more intense on this talk. The moon also, I think, and I see it also ourselves, the human beings, we're going through different phases every time in our lives. Sometimes we're better, sometimes we're going through tough times, but we're always the same, even if we feel maybe half of ourselves, we're just going through a phase, right? Yeah. I put a lot of thoughts on my things.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, the moon's always had a bunch of different meanings in different cultures, and there's always been a romance behind it, right? Whenever it's nighttime and, someone's looking at the moon, the other lover is just looking at the exact same moon. That's a big one. And there are a lot of full moon events around the world for different reasons. I know the full moon parties, I think, in Thailand are pretty popular and kind of rageful. I know in some Buddhist countries, like Sri Lanka, a full moon is called a Poya Day, and it's a holiday every single month. So you get a full moon day off every single month, so which is kind of interesting.
Wow, that's really cool. I didn't know that, to be honest, but I would really love to go to one now that you mention.
Well, yeah, that's it could be a nice goal. So Maria, you were a Genesis creator, right? You were here from the very beginning, and here you are now. You've deployed, I don't know how many collections, and worked with so many artists and creators on Stargaze over the last 2.5 years. Can you talk a little bit about your evolution from, being a brand new artist to where you are now?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Well, first of all, and I think it's the most easy thing that you will realize is, as an artist, I grow up a lot. If you go to the first Women from Cosmos collection, the Genesis one, and you check my last pieces, you will see how much I evolved. Even during Women from Cosmos Part 2, Women from Cosmos Part 3, which are from 2022, you could see it as well. Every time I was adding more and more details, more little things to, make the pieces look even better. As an artist, I grew up a lot. Obviously, I think I shared this in other spaces. I've never studied art. It's always been self-taught. And still, obviously, there are a few things that for me are more complicated, but I'm stubborn, basically. And I don't know how to give up. So I think it's great in that sense because I've been keep pushing, to learn and improve my skill, and I could see it. So that for the aspect of being an artist, obviously I have to say that I came to Stargaze and to the Cosmos ecosystem without knowing anyone, right? Without knowing anything about coding line, anything about launching a collection, nothing technical. And nowadays I've been helping like a lot of different artists launching on Stargaze, on DMs, also related to art curation, like advices on the art, helping on the art as well. Not in the sense that me working for them, which also I work for other projects, but more like they reach out to me for my advice related to prices, related to art. And I think that's great because I could say that people, know me and know how much effort I put during all these years. Like how much I work here. And also I would say like definitely, first of all, I would never imagine that I was gonna be able to work as an artist. I shared my story in 100 spaces before, and I'm not gonna repeat myself, no worries. But to summarize, basically, I never studied art. I never thought about art as a career because I've been always told that art is, you're gonna end up being starving without future also, right? So being able to work doing something that is actually my passion, that has been always my passion, is a blessing, to be honest. And also apart from that, this year I could see it's not only that I've seen my work around the world, which also, but I could make my dream come true, one of my big dream come true, which was seeing my art on Times Square billboards. And as I said, coming from someone who wasn't expecting events to, being able to make a career as an artist, that was amazing. I think that is the highlight of everything. I remember I sent the picture to my mom. I was crying like, look at this. I made it, But this could show you also that I really put all my soul on my work here. I think if you know me, guys, you can tell. And also, obviously, I'm always saying the same. And I know it sounds cheesy, but the best thing I got through all this part and Stargaze and all this more than 2 years is the amazing community I created. Not also women from Cosmos, but the different projects in the space. Even though we are in a small chain, I always feel like we are like a little family and we tend to help each other all the time. And you cannot see that in other places, like if you want to reach out to someone already established in other ecosystem, you're probably not gonna get a reply. And here you could see like OG projects or well-known projects, really participating on onboarding new people and helping others. So yeah, it's been a wild ride for sure.
Yeah, the thing I love about you the most is that you're always so positive and you show up every single day, and you're always willing to help people. Like, how do you stay so motivated, right?
Well, I'm not always that positive, I have to say. Behind the scenes, the real.
We're getting one version of Maria here. Huh?
No, but it's true that, for example, not recently, but a few months ago, I reached out to the point of burnout. I was, dismotivated. I was like, this is taking too much from me. But as I said, I think maybe because I'm really stubborn in my life and because it took me so many years to reach this, like creating art and seeing people loving my work and living this dream I'm living, that I'm not willing to give up easily, not at all, like not without 100 fights, that's for sure. And related to, I always say this, like, as I came to the Cosmos ecosystem and in the NFT space in general without knowing anything, I'm always trying to help whenever I can because I wish I had someone, like myself at the beginning, like, okay, hold my hand, I'm gonna guide you. I have to learn everything by myself and also thanks to the help I had. So I think it's important. I always see this space like it has no point for the competition in the sense like there is enough cake for everyone. And for me, it's more reaching and being able to help others or collab with other artists that even maybe they are the same thing like me, and maybe other people could see us as competitors. For me, I really learn a lot. Like I'm always trying to do things with other and collab. And I think it's how you enrich the space, to be honest. But yeah, obviously I'm a human being. I have also my bad days, my crying days. I cry a lot. I said already, I'm a Cancer, obviously, but also I don't give easily. So
How do you how do you uh, how do you separate your personal and your work or NFT related stuff, or do they kind of blend in together a lot? Like, do you have a pretty specific schedule? You're like, all right, from 7 to 9, 10 p.m., that's just me time right now.
no, I don't know what is a proper healthy schedule, to be honest. I still have a lack of sleep after all this year. And I think this is the tricky part. Like when you're working on something you love, it's really difficult to, say, okay, that's it. That's it for today. Obviously, as I work as well in real life with other projects and doing different things as an artist as well, obviously I had to organize the best I could. But yeah, no, I don't have a healthy schedule at all. I'm not an example for that.
Okay, yeah. No, just curious. It's something that's always a work in progress, right? For everyone, especially people who are working in Web3 and with a global team, right? Or people you're working with spread anywhere from, I guess, like LA to Japan, right?
Yes, absolutely. And it's something that I'm always saying, like, seriously, US government, where is my green card? Because I work more time in your time zone than mine. Actually, I don't know why I don't have the green card yet, but yeah, I'm used to also, like, I think the majority of artists will agree on this, like, during the night time is the best time, at least for me, to drawing and everything, because, like, the house is in peace, my family is sleeping, it's just me. I can, like, concentrate and draw in calm without anything to do. I will say, like, the normal day, I spend it to, do home stuff, obviously also in real life job as well. And I'm going like that, to be honest. I'm always going with the flow and trying to improvise and trying to keep the balance, because this is also an example I would love to share, because again, I don't mind to be vulnerable here in the space. And I think it's important for, other projects to actually share the truth behind the scenes. I remember last year in 2023, it was like really tough related to my personal life, because I couldn't keep up the balance. And thanks God, I learned a lot, like nowadays I know that during the weekend, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna spend all the time for my family, for me, even though I end up drawing, because again, it's not only my work, it's my favorite hobby. So, but I think it's really important to remind yourself to have your own time for yourself, for your family, because the space will change from one day to another, and that's great. But your family and your loved ones are the ones that, they're not gonna be always here, and you have to take care of them and also enjoy, the time you have with them. So yeah.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and open up the floor for any questions or comments for Maria from Women from Cosmos. Please request to speak and we'll get you guys up here. Also drop a comment in the thread here. So Maria, you also helped us with Adam August, right? With some outreach. Can you tell us a little bit about that, how that went? What was the process like?
Oh, yes, absolutely. First of all, and this is maybe the reply to someone asking me, like, you should be working for Stargaze. Well, guys, I did during a month. No, but it was great, to be honest. I realized, like, how many people actually I know, like, in my personal account, because when I was reaching people, then I realized they were already following me, which was, like, easier in the sense, like, you don't want to drop a DM, even more in this space, like, you gonna like look like scammer, right? So that was a bit like then obviously for me it was easy, like shameless, because I got so many DMs that this was my opportunity for revenge. Like, now is my time, guys. Now I'm gonna be me, the one sending the DM. But jokes aside, it was really great. I was like really impressed because also I had the opportunity to discover new artists. And as you probably know, I love that. So it's been great. The general feedback is being really positive. I think also because, as I said, it was from my personal account. They could check, like, I'm a human being. I actually have a career. I have my project as well, And it was really great. Like, the only thing obviously was related to the timing because it was like really tight. But a lot of great artists were interested. I'm not going to spill the tea about which ones. Obviously, I don't know which are the ones selected, but I'm really grateful. I'm also proud of some of them because one of the artists that apply is a friend of mine. Well, a bunch are friends, but she even created the first generative collection for this. And I know how much effort that means, considering the timing and considering that you have also a project that you need to keep up and also in real life job. So I think it's been really inspiring and really great to, see people interesting or something explaining about the platform, which also that was easier in the sense that I'm already a creator. I've been more than 2 years here creating on Stargaze, so I could easily reply to any questions and I could show examples. So it's been great. As I said, I cannot wait to know when we're going to know, actually.
Yeah, and it'll be coming up. No, you've done a great job with outreach, and yeah, some of the submissions have been looking really great. Yeah, well, sure we'll get that very soon. What were some of the the common questions or concerns or criticisms that people may have had?
Well, I would say in general was positive, to be honest, because I could use myself as an example, right? Like, I built Women from Cosmos there, for over 2 years, and I've been I am still here, obviously. But few of the criticisms, I will say, which was only coming from one person, which, let me tell you, really impressed me because I was waiting for anything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get whatever, The only thing was, like, apparently this person knows Stargaze because of the amount of AI projects and scams, because obviously in Stargaze everyone can launch a project, right? And I think they were a bit, I don't know, I'm gonna check it and so on. Obviously, then I explained everything and so on, that it was permissionless, that it's like OpenSea, that you can just simply create a collection, but we have the different tag for the actual, unverified project. So that will be the only case, which again, guys, because you can't see it, but the spreadsheet was endless. Like, I reached out to a bunch of artists, and having only one person giving me a negative feedback or maybe, like, doubting about it, I think it's great. The majority were like really into trying. The problem, as I said, was the timing. But I think it was great also, like, giving them the opportunity to get to know you guys and know that there is an option there as well, that maybe in the future they want to try. So,
okay, very cool. Thank you. Looks like we have Stardy on. Welcome, Stardy.
Hey guys. I just wanted to give a shout out to Maria because, she's such a sweet person and always so active and doing so much for Stargaze in the community. So thank you, Maria. And I'm very, happy that she helped us with the Adam Augustin launch as well. I think we couldn't have picked a better person to do it. She's really involved with all the communities around, and she's very passionate. So shout out to Maria and Squad.
Squad, thank you so much. I know how much you hate the spaces, so this really means a lot to me.
Yes, I mustered my courage to come here. But yeah, you're so supportive of all of us. So I thought, I should drop to say that.
Thank you very much, Sardi. Yeah, I know we're all very appreciative of Maria's hard work and literally showing up every single day. I don't know if there's ever been a day you haven't posted on Twitter, has there?
Actually, no. No, it haven't been. But good news. Good news is finally I'm taking some days off. Oh my God, I cannot wait. Because, yes, to give you, put you in the situation, my holidays are only during NFT NYC. And this year I was so sick during the event that definitely I cannot count it as holidays. But yes, I'm always trying to be active. Obviously, during summer, I'm taking it more slow because, as I said, going back to my TED talk about, you have to take care of your people and so on. I'm spending the summer here with, in my hometown. Before I'm leaving back to Portugal, which is where I live, I'm trying to spend, quality time with my parents, which obviously are all my family, before going back. So apart from summer that I have to put up also my own spaces, I'm always trying to check because you never know. And also, because of all this scammer and so on, the first thing I do every day is going to Discord, like, okay, let me see if I have to ban someone. But apart from that, I'm always trying to keep up with everything.
It looks like we have a speaker on here, Gensuki, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. GM, everybody, how are you doing? I saw Maria, I was like, let me hop in because Maria is my friend. And then, I think Maria have not posted for quite a while. Now, I've known Maria is almost a year now. There's no day, Maria is not showing up. It's not accurate. So, she's a really big inspiration in the States. That's everybody doing today. Happy New Month, everybody.
Thank you, Patson. Welcome to Stargaze Space. So happy to see you here. And thank you. If you don't know, guys, Patson is my friend. He has 2 different collections in Polygon, another in Polygon and Say. So, yes, I'm really active as well in the space.
Maria, you said you now reside in Portugal, right? Have you been involved in any local artist or creator groups there? And what's their impression if so?
Actually, no, but it's my goal for this year because where I live, they usually have a bunch of artists. Damn it, I don't know what's the name, markets, I would say. I always, being curious, how I can participate and so on. And I would love this year to try. I know also in Portugal, because I live in the south, not in Lisbon. I know in Portugal, they run the NFC Summit, if I say it correctly, which is another NFT event. And I was so sad that I missed it this year because it's always happening the same. When I'm here in Spain, they have the courage to run it. I'm like, guys, come on. I'm all the year here. Why you have to do it now? But definitely another goal for next year is to attend because this year it's been amazing. It was Bipli as well. A lot of big projects participating. And the most beautiful thing or cool thing, I would say, is they didn't have this kind of separate people oh, you're Bipli, you're the OG VIP. No, they were all together, which I think is amazing. And I would love to attend next year, even if I don't have my art selected, which I always forget to apply. I already got the notification, so good. But yeah, I just want to go and see, everyone and live the experience, and even more because it's in Europe, it's easier for me. So definitely recommend to anyone if you're thinking about to go to any NFT event, put Lisbon in your calendar for next year.
Yeah, and just as another reminder, there is a artist creator meetup in Vancouver happening today. There will be a Stargaze team member there, so feel free to drop in and say hi. Maria, what can we expect in the future from you? Let's say the next 6 months or so. I know you said you want to get into more of the market where you currently are, but on the NFT front, do you have anything else cooking you want to talk about?
I'm always creating. I cannot avoid it, obviously, but related to Women from Cosmos specifically, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I want to, keep few months without dropping anything, any big collection, and just keep, giving benefits to holders for all this time. We recently actually opened the Women from Cosmos shop with stickers and print and so on. It's only in Discord. I didn't have time to announce it on Twitter, but this is also the goal for me to keep doing it and even more focused when I'm back, there at home with everything proper settled. Apart from that, some of the recent things I've been doing custom Women from Cosmos for a certain group of people, depending on the collection and the amount you hold, or, from one or another. You can unlock your custom as well. And that is being amazing. To be honest, I love to create with, one-on-one creation with my community and being able to bring their ideas to life. I have to say that my best pieces were the custom, the last ones. I know also that they have a lot of meaning behind, right? Because you're trying to bring to life something important for them. So that was also another recent thing. And apart from that, on February, we had, as you know, guys, we had the Free Mint, which was a multi-chain celebration. The Women from Cosmos was trip. It was like my gift to all of you. And also, I haven't announced this yet neither. Oh my God, this month has been crazy. But also, finally, I added the Women from Cosmos Watch trip as well for being able to stake. Even though it was a free mint, I also added to the NFT side. We've been like every 2 weeks putting there a bunch of different raffles, so that will continue. But I don't know, in terms of collection and so on, right now, just want to continue, giving benefits, doing special things for different events, like typical Christmas or Secret Santa, or like this, the birthday piece. But just trying to slow down a bit and just, have fun with community, because after all this time, I feel like people in general were getting tired, right, of all this space. And I think it's good also to finally, after 2 years and a half, try to slow down a bit. I wanted to do like the last, and is there in my plans. It's just, I don't know when, the last Women from Cosmos collection. It will be a one-on-one. As I said, it will probably be at the very end of this year, maybe next year. I don't know. And I'm saying the last one because apart that I have a bunch of different collections, and that's because at the beginning I couldn't, continue dropping on the same. Also because I want to keep it open, like every few times drop some pieces and so on, and just doing like that, more simple. But yeah, my main goal right now is to have fun and enjoy with community, continue spreading like the positive vibe, and just avoiding all the drama around. And keep creating, that's for sure. But I don't have like anything, scheduled, let's say.
Yeah, for sure. Are you interested in other forms of like other mediums to explore, like AV or the like generative art that's minted with code? Is that something you'd like to pursue or interested in?
Well, I always wanted to learn like 3D. But it's like I want to actually study art, but I don't have time. So it's like, yes, maybe one day that will happen. It's true that I've been going back to traditional art as well during the summer. Recently, I've been creating some canvases as well that I sold, and I want to continue doing that as well. Like bringing, trying to merge like digital with physical as well. So that will be something that I would love to add in whatever I'm creating next, for sure.
Yeah. We just had a couple of the real world minter projects launch, so that would be fun to have you with that. Do you have a dream person you'd like to collaborate with, another creator?
I mean, not really. Well, I mean, I have my favorite illustrator, which I told about her several times. Sorry, I'm gonna fangirl a bit here. And she's here in the space as well. Her name is Habiba. She's from Spain. She's amazing, and she's just a gem. Like, seriously, she's so welcoming, so reachable, and she's poor, is what I want to say. I know that I'm not gonna be able to collab with her just because of her style. She draws like really realistic, and it's not what I used to do. I would love though too. That would be amazing. But my dream, not related to collab, but what I would love to achieve one day, now that I've been on Times Square, my next one is I would really, really, really love to work on a video game company, or anime. That will be just the dream of the dreams of the dreams. In the art department, I would love it. But I don't know. Just manifesting here. Why not?
Great. I want to ask anyone if they have any other questions or comments. Please request to speak, and we'll get you guys on here. Maria, I usually ask people what's a piece of advice they have to new creators. But I want to ask you, what's the best piece of advice you've gotten as a creator?
Actually, the best piece of advice that I don't know why I keep ignoring. It came from my community, from two dearest friends, which was like rest and also stop giving again. I know it's not the usual advice you give, and even less the usual advice you got from your own community. But like sometimes, obviously, and this is more related to artists, as we are so attached and we love to create so much, we tend to give. And sometimes we have to also realize that we're making a career about this, not only NFT, but, art in general, and we have to pay our bills. So I think that was the best, most surprising advice I got. Still nowadays, not doing it, but I think I should start learning about that.
Okay, so what you're saying is to not give away so much, or like you mean like giveaways, or what exactly?
Well, like in my personal experience, I gave, I will say, like really close to more than I get from my art, like in terms of, for example, the WAF trip, all the costs that had, the commission and everything, and all the different things that I keep doing, or airdrops and then free mints and all of that. And I think it should be reach a point in there is a balance also for new creators as well, related to when you're minting. For example, Stargaze. I'm sorry, I'm going to use you as an example. She does amazing art. And I remember when she dropped the Eternals collection, I was like, this is free. Like, this is free for everything, for everyone. This is a gift, And I think sometimes we need to also remind ourselves, like, we're spending so much time, that it has to be a balance, Obviously, I'm saying this and I don't do it, so it's a bit hypocritical, to be honest. But I think it's like making sure you value your time and art. I will say that, yes, to summarize.
Okay, make sure you value your time and art. Yeah, it's very important. So on a similar note, after launching so many collections and advising people, and seeing markets shift, and that we're launching in different markets as well, do you have any advice on how to price the work?
Oof. That is super complicated, to be honest, because you have to keep in mind the market condition when you're dropping. You have to keep in mind which kind of community the marketplace you're dropping is. Like, it is more art focus related, it is more trading related. So it's really difficult. I'm always trying to say that at least try to cover the time you put. I know in the majority of the cases it's not what happened, but it depends. For example, if you want to drop and do all one-on-ones, obviously you have to price it more, and keep in mind that the logical will be to keep growing, because what I realize, and is it's normal to see, like, if you give something to people really cheap, they're gonna get used to that. And then when you want to go back to your normal prices or to say, no, this took me whatever hours, they're not gonna be willing that much to pay that, right? I hope I'm explaining myself.
Yeah. No, pricing is definitely one of the most difficult things that creators have to deal with, especially like right before they launch a collection. You have to kind of gauge the market, a couple of weeks before that. And it's not easy. There's no perfect science to it by any means. But yeah, all right, guys. I want to give an opportunity if anyone else wants to come up here where we called a space. Please request to speak. Maria, is there anything else you'd want to mention to us about what you're doing, the piece that will be minting tomorrow?
Well, yes, related to the piece, obviously I included on the whitelist all, and there are a lot, all the Women from Cosmos collection on Stargaze, including also the Women from Cosmos WhatsApp. All of them are included on the whitelist. It's already open. Actually, the whitelist means it's gonna be open till tomorrow. I wanted to give 24 hours and even more without the lack of time for me to tell you, hey guys, we're doing this. But apart from that, I just would love for you guys to, check to the piece. If you love it, mint it. Obviously, if not, well, you have to check your test. No, I'm joking. But it's just another little gift from myself to you. I really want to see more people enjoying the space. I know, as I said, there is too much drama and even more too much drama recently around the cosmos. So, just enjoy your time here, trying to have fun with your friends that you met here in the space. Yes, as I said, I created this piece to celebrate art and life with all of you. I hope you love her. Apart from that, obviously, as I said, I keep doing things also apart from Women from Cosmos, under my personal account as well. I'm doing different drops as well of one-on-one art. And yeah, I just would love to see more kindness in the space. So if I can put my little, part on that, that's great. But I don't think I have anything else to add, and I'm sure that's why we don't have any question. Like, I'm sure that people are already used to hear me talking on a space. So,
Oh no, it's always great to chat with you, Maria. One of our very first Genesis creators, right? And you are, I believe, our very first, like our Primero Atom Minter creator. So you got another little allocate there. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for joining us today. Everyone have a great Fresh Mint Friday tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Thank you for having me. And also, before you close, guys, we're bringing new artists. I know I should be chilling myself, but I'm gonna chill others. We're bringing new artists to the platform. I would love for you guys to give them a huge and warm welcoming. Let's gonna again celebrate life and art together, and hope you're having an amazing summer.